The number one reason, obviously, brain damage. That is a serious thing. They be just running face first into each other. Number two.
And that's a big point. People think you got to go to the NFL to get CTE. No, it's niggas out here with CTE that never touched the league. It's niggas with CTE that never touched the league. Y'all don't understand what these coaches used to do to us. Hamburger drills, Oklahoma, goddamn Ring of Fire. We used to be going at it, cracking head cracks. We used to snot bubbles. We trying to knock the shit out of somebody. It's niggas that got CTE that never even seen the league. Oh man, so check out this clip from my live stream and make sure you're in the chat next time, dog. Every Wednesday we're going live at 9 p.m. East. Hit the like button and turn on notification bells and make sure you subscribe so you never miss a thing. I'm saying there's discussion on social media and it is something that I can relate to like a motherfucker. I can't relate to him particularly because he seems to be a part of the LGBTQ. You know, that's his prerogative. He can live his life how he wants to. But I am someone that can relate to this story regardless. But at the same time, I'm appreciative to a degree, but I'm also aware of how this can affect future children that I may have. I don't have any kids right now, but I'm aware of this. So people are saying, stop putting black boys into football. That's what they're saying. It started off from this guy's page. His name is Trey Jerome. And me personally, I was a kid of a star high school football player, made it to the NFL, had a bad injury. Then I was born, and I was supposed to be the person to carry the torch. Generational curse. I had a bad injury. Shit ain't work out that way. So it's like, damn, am I going to go ahead and put that burden on my child when I have a big ass kid? Because it's going to be like my dad, like me. And I'm going to put that burden on him? I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about that when I finally have a child. So discussions like this make me think more. So let's get to it. They're saying on TikTok, long discussions about stop putting black boys in football. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let's get to it.
And I really wish black people would stop putting their kids in football. Let's talk about the fact that 90% of y'all are setting your children up for failure. Y'all be having y'all kids in football for 12 something years and they don't even get to college football. When the whole time you could put a camera in front of them, start them a YouTube channel, and by the time they're in 12th grade, they'd be a millionaire. Or teach them how to wholesale real estate. Put them in chess club. If you want to put them in a sport, put them in golf. Put them in swim, the debate club, something else. But football, basketball, dance, that shit is just not the only route. Pick something different. And I
wonder where bro from. Is he from the South or something? Because some southern places, they gonna put you in football, especially if you big as hell. But I understand for sure the point as far as like it shouldn't be the only sport or the only thing. It shouldn't be the thing that's like you preach to the child. This is the way to make it. Don't preach to the child. This is the way to make it. You should preach to the child. This is a tool. And if you become great at using this tool, like all tools, you make a lot of money from it. You become a specialist, you make a lot of money from it, like all tools. But football is a tool, you feel me? But this is part 2 after he got some backlash from it.
And particularly black people. Y'all keep saying, well, it's not about the sport, it's about what the sports do for the kids. Y'all, chess club can do the same thing. Debate club can do the same thing. Robotics can do the same thing for your children. Instilling discipline on your children is something you can do. I'm gonna give y'all a little background about me. I've always been a bigger boy. I was a black boy. So when you big and you black, the first thing they want to do is put you in football. Hated football my whole life. But growing up, that's all everybody ever tried to get me to do. The fact that I never had less than a 3.5 GPA in my life. Fuck the fact that I started my first business when I was 16 years old. The fact that at a very young age, it became very clear that my strongest asset was my personality and my brain. A lot of the times, y'all not even paying attention to the kids y'all putting in football. You just saying, damn, he tall as hell, he gonna have to play basketball. He fast, he gonna have to play football. You not even paying attention to the fact that your son is amazing at tech. He'd be perfect for robotics. Your son stay in front of a camera. Why not start him a YouTube channel? The shit ain't got no other choice but to grow. And then y'all keep saying, well, busy kids stay out of trouble. That's the point of activities. I'm not saying let your kids sit at home and not do nothing, dodo. Okay. What I'm saying is put your kids out there, introduce them to new things. This girl was in my comments, she said football makes the most millionaires. No, entertainment makes the most millionaires. It's not just sports, it's music as well, it's film as well, and these things are very broad. It's possible for your child to intern at a record label. It's possible for your child to intern under Tyler Perry. With discipline and consistency, anything can be accomplished. Now, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. Lil John has damn near a 0 chance of making it to the NFL. But let's say he do. But let's say he do make it to the NFL. 99% of NFL players die from CTE.
Okay,
that's roughly all of them. And 70% of NFL players go broke within 3 years. So do your research on what you signing your kids up for. But when y'all sons make it to the NFL, I'll be there clapping for them. Goofy.
The statistics got a little wild towards the end, but I understood mostly what he was saying.
Mad because
but, we gotta keep the kids active. And they should be well-rounded. Play sports, but also feed into those other avenues. Like the homie said in the comment section, science is first and foremost. The science is for sure. Gotta make sure they understand the sciences. That's where the bread is buttered. That's where the bread is at. Tech, for sure. Gotta understand tech, the tech field. Although AI is kind of impeding on in the tech industry like a mother, but at the same time, yes, those things, you want to water those seeds. You want to plant those seeds and water them as well. So that's the thing. But all the other points he was making, they're dope as hell. Like I told y'all before, my dad was a legend at the high school that I went to. The same damn coach that was there, he didn't coach him. He coached at Walt Frazier. If you guys are from South Florida, Walt Frazier was my dad's coach when he went to the West, but then he transferred to Carol City. When I eventually got there, Walt Frazier knew me and everything. It was so much damn expectations on me, and I was there for it. I wanted to go ahead and reach them and achieve them. But at the same damn time, I wasn't developing any other skills. That was the destiny that was put on me. That shit right there. Luckily for me, randomly my mom bought me a damn camera when I was like in 10th, 11th grade. Bought me a camera on Christmas for whatever reason. And I started recording videos and just uploading them just on some playful shit. But at the same time, I was going at combines, killing it and shit like that. I transferred and stuff, was doing great, posting great scores because my athleticism was out the roof. Went to a different school out of the Carol City. I was performing very well. Senior year, it's third game of the season. I'm killing it. I think we played against MacArthur or something like that. I'm killing it, balling, have a great game, get game ball and everything. Next game, you got to play against Miami Jackson. I'm balling, tear my ACL. I tear my fucking ACL. Bruh, I'm on the floor while they working on my shit. I'm like, what the am I gonna do now? Cause I'm smart. SAT and everything, FCAT, all the testing stuff, standardized testing, I'm killing it. But as far as the actual grade shit, I don't give a about that shit. I'm athletic. I'm gonna make it to college off football. Around that time, I realized, bro, I didn't focus on nothing else but football. Just tore my ACL my senior year. Nigga, I just spoke to Kansas State last week. They coming out in a couple days, I'm for a couple weeks to watch me play against Booker T. To visit me, I see my game. I'm on the flow like, what the am I gonna do? My knee blown, bruh. So I'm in tears like my life is over. It's over for me. But thank God, a month before that shit, just because of, not a month, but a year before I transferred to that school, I casually got into performance arts and stuff just for girls. And that opened my mind up to entertainment, like bro saying, and brought another avenue for me to learn how to do more shit, get more skills. From that point, I learned how to edit on my own, do different things. So from that point, once I realized and understood like football wasn't end all be all, I seen a different avenue, and I was lucky. Because I was chasing coochie, to keep it real. I was chasing girls. That led me to, like, the performance arts avenue, just from chasing girls. And I got lucky, but I know it's a lot of other dudes that's out there. I got one dude that played football with me. He made it to the actual league. But y'all may know him. I ain't gonna say his name. Y'all figure it out. But he made it to the actual league. I don't know what he's doing right now, but he had a very unfortunate situation that happened in the league. And that shit cut his career short like a. And that shit hurt me because I don't know like what he may be doing right now in life. That shit like my mind up, like thinking like, damn. I was thinking my shit was over, and I wish that I was able to continue down that route like bro did. But then bro, shit was cut short. And then right now, my trajectory is still climbing. And that shit f***ed me up. It f***ed me up when thinking about, damn, I'm glad that I'm able to like have this other avenue I can go down. Cause I remember one day when we was still in high school, bro seeing me like in the hallway or whatever. Cause I had started putting videos out on YouTube around the time MySpace TV and shit. He like, damn, bro, I didn't know you had a little Marty Marr in you, bro. So people was realizing that I could do the entertainment shit. But then years later, like this shit crazy how shit shift. So that's why this topic, like, it's not only entertainment, but it's just letting your kids explore different things. And you never know what's gonna work for them. But I know for sure in the South, we push football on our kids like crazy. We push it on our kids like crazy. But let me continue.
Nothing wrong with your child being in football. Football's okay. The reason why so many of y'all are mad at me is because y'all cannot accept the fact that your child's most powerful asset is his brain, not his body. This is gonna be my last time talking about this. It is nothing wrong with your child playing sports. I grew up playing sports. It is nothing wrong with your child being in football. Football's okay. But those things are not the only option. And I, for the life of me, cannot understand why is that the first go-to for so many black parents. It's always sports. It's always football. It's always basketball. It's always baseball. It's never robotics. It's never investment classes. It's never teaching a kid another language. Because y'all have been taught by white people that your child's strongest asset is his body and not his brain. Another thing that y'all keep doing, total sidebar, every time y'all disagree with me, y'all come at my sexuality as if sexuality
that ain't cool. That's another thing that I learned while doing the performance art shit, is that, man, if you ain't doing shit with someone, you don't gotta worry about what the fuck they doing. The sexuality shit, it didn't bother me, bro. I'm worried about what the women at, what the chicks at. And sometimes these dudes will put you on to the chicks. A lot of times these dudes will be advocating for you. Like, I ain't got no issue with gay folks, bro. They will advocate for you, especially you a cool dude. Man, I got so much good coochie suggestions. Well, chicks being suggested by the dudes to rock with me because they've been in spaces with me because they boys. They've been in spaces with me because they dudes. So they're like, yeah, Cleve. I tell all the time my name, first name Cleve. But they be like, yeah, Cleve a cool ass nigga. Like, you can fuck with Cleve. In comparison to other dudes, yeah, rock Cleve.
gives you legitimacy in certain conversations. First of all, I've never even disclosed my sexuality. Y'all going off mannerisms and the way I talk in my voice. And that's your own cross to bear. I really don't give a damn about that part. I just find it so interesting. And I'm gonna end it off like this. I want you to show me 5 people that you grew up with. I'm not talking niggas that you went to school with, niggas you saw in the hallway. I'm talking about your friends that played football their whole entire life and went on to the league and became successful. I want you to show me 5 of them. Then I want you to show me 5 kids who was equipped with skills from a very young age to be successful that turned out to be successful. I guarantee you, even if you can show me both, the second group of kids is going to be way easier to think of. Black kids' most powerful asset is their brain, not their body. And if you want your son brain turned into mashed potatoes and gum, that's on you, idiot.
Now, the problem is, you see the point that he just made, is hard when you come from a place where football is king. Because people could name 5 people that they came across, played against, homeboys with, whatever. They could name 5 people that made it to the league. That'd be the thing. So parents, they're going to push football on them because like, oh, my friend could train them or something like that because he played in the NFL. Like, in Miami, it's not hard to find people that play the NFL. Miami is like the Mecca. It's the Mecca, bruh. But homie said the injury for you was like when COVID, the jab hit. Most people had to find new avenues to keep on surviving, getting money, keep their livelihood going in the right direction. That's real shit, homie. That's real shit, dog. That's why you gotta have a backup plan for. You got to. Some more people talking about some different things. So this dude said this right here in response to it.
Because I said I wish y'all.
First things first, I want to say much love to bro. Go watch this video. It's no hate to him. But what I will say is, I think when people are having this debate, I think you're forgetting about 2 major things in the black community. One, outside of football, there's nothing else to do. I grew up in Philadelphia. I don't know where bro grew up, but the only thing you have to do is either play sports, so football or basketball, or be a street nigga. That's it. Now, later in life, you might find other shit to be interested in. Like for me, I'm a photographer. But I didn't pick that hobby up until my 12th grade year of school. It's just certain.
I picked my hobbies up in 11th grade, and I'm trying to tell y'all, it was all because of a girl. I remember the girl name and everything. I ain't gonna say her name right now because she married, but we was cool though. I started, and eventually I dated her homegirl in college. But it was a girl. She said, "Come here, and I just followed her. And I went to the room and auditioned for some shit. I didn't even know what the I was doing, but I just followed the girl. She was fine as hell.
Certain shit we don't have in the Philadelphia school system, right? For example, my best friend in the world He's white, I'm black. If y'all in the Philadelphia area, you know he lives in King of Prussia, and I lived in Uptown my whole life, and then I ended up moving to Northeast, right? My 10th grade year of high school. One day I was at bro crib, and he was like, "Yo, bro, tomorrow we gotta go to my school for one of my programs or some shit." And I'm like, "All right, bet. Like, what's the program?" He told me robotics. Gang, the closest thing I ever had to robotics was art class, and I didn't have art class past the 6th grade, bro. You lose. I meant to say music class, but growing up in Philly, I can only speak for Philly. I don't know how it is in the rest of America.
Music class,
bro, you don't have many options. It literally is only football, basketball, or the streets. So I think a lot of people end up putting their kids in sports to avoid the streets. And the second thing I don't think people are taking into account is peer pressure. No lie to y'all, bro. Y'all can tell you, oh, well, you shouldn't let people influence your decisions, this, that, and the third. But when you're at 15, 16, you're the most impressionable. Girls, and I can only speak as a male, girls always talk about, oh, I want an athlete, I wanted this, I wanted that. Yeah, why would I want to sign up for robotics if my crush telling me she want a football player? Duh. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying I fell victim to this, but I know real people who have fallen victim to these things. So these are things that you have to take into account. There are real life problems.
listen, nigga. But at the same time, it's like, if you are trying to diversify yourself, if you're a football player, that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't just not do football or not do sports. It's you do multiple things. When you a football player that's in these other spaces, like say for instance, when I was legit in AP classes or whatever, oh, you the smart football player, so girls gonna just flock to you just because of that. Or you the football player that's like, say for instance, the girl that told me come here, she told me to come to an audition for some shit. Now I'm in drama club. When you the one masculine man in drama club, you know how many girls you gonna get? When you the one masculine man in drama club, imagine all Morris Chestnut, imagine all the girls he got. That's what I was doing on a high school level, bro. When you the one, I'm not saying I'm Morris Chestnut at all, but you the masculine man that when the school have any plays or shit like that, oh, Clee gonna be in this, the one of the dudes in football team gonna be in this shit. I'm gonna come and see it, nigga. You getting all the attention, all of it, because the other dudes that's there, they not even interested in women. Cheat code, bruh. Funny that what was funny after like the next semester after I did that shit, had the football team join everything I was doing. That shit was funny as fuck. But all right though, this guy an actual football player. Let me see his thoughts.
I have a son. He ain't playing tackle. Coach, you can just go out there and you are. When I do have a son, he ain't playing tackle football. Now, I played tackle football since I was like 6 years old. Pop Warner, high school, college football. Then I had some time in the NFL. I have 3 daughters right now. But when I do try for that boy, and when I get that boy is not playing no Pop Warner football. He probably don't play till he's like late middle school. The number one reason, obviously, brain damage. That is a serious thing. They be just running face first into each other. Number 2.
And that's a big point. People think you got to go to the NFL to get CTE. No, it's niggas out here with CTE that never touched the league. It's niggas with CTE that never touched the league. Y'all don't understand what these coaches used to do to us. Hamburger drills, Oklahoma, goddamn Ring of Fire. We used to be going at it, cracking, head cracks. We used to not bubbles. We trying to knock the shit out of somebody. It's niggas that got CTE that never even seen the league.
The number one reason, obviously, brain damage. That is a serious thing. They be just running face first into each other. Number 2, and it builds from number 1, is the terrible coaching. At that Pop Warner age, bro, you don't even need any type of like certification, any training to be a Pop Warner coach. You can just go out there and you are a failure in every aspect of football and teach youth how to play. That's crazy. Number 3, burnout. I've seen so many people, so many young kids quit the sport because they started so young. Yes, I started at 6, but I had like a role model in my grandfather, my cousins that actually played in the NFL that I can kind of keep an eye on to keep me focused on wanting to keep playing. But besides,
he just said that shit. I'm thinking about hood niggas. It's some hood niggas that was the nicest I ever seen. from 5 years old to 13. Nice. Nice. By the time we hit high school, they so damn raw from like, you know, everything else. Niggas betting on their games and shit, like just giving them bread if they win their bets and stuff. They get to high school, have to have some type of structure. Them niggas quit. They just quit.
Play in the NFL.
It's a few like a few hood niggas that I knew that made the league. The one hood nigga that I know was Xavier Rhodes. Xavier Rhodes was like the only hood nigga that I knew that made it out all the, like, you know, being a badass kid that made it to the league. Made Pro Bowl and all that shit too. Zay had his time. He was balling. Shout out to Zay.
Grandfather, my cousins that actually played in the NFL that I can kind of keep an eye on to keep me focused on wanting to keep playing. But besides that, I would have burnt out if I didn't have them in the home. Now, flag football, on the other hand, they're going to play a lot of that when they're kids. They're going to be some hoopers. They're going to wrestle. They're going to do jujitsu. We're not going to get them into boxing unless they want to get into it. And even then, I'm going to force them to do it late.
But yeah, I agree though. I'll introduce my agenda to, one, I have to be intentional about this because I was a big ass kid. I know how I was. My first year playing football, they put me on the defensive line, offensive line because I was a big ass kid, but I was quick. My dad played cornerback. I was quick, but I was bigger than everybody, so they put me on the line. First couple years playing football, all-star teams like this. So I got to be intentional about that shit. If I have kids, I know they're gonna put them on the line. That doesn't develop skills. So if I do have a jit 7-on-7, a boy 7-on-7. You gotta learn a skill position. Get right like that. Feel me? Get right like that. Homie says, facts, you've been playing long before the league. You are most guaranteed to get some kind of CTE situation also. Facts, bro. We be the coaches live for us to hit in practice. It be some dudes that scared them hitting days. They act like they sick and get hurt. Niggas be scared of them hitting days. But all right, let me see what some ladies are saying. You know, we gotta get a ladies' perspective in this shit. Little black boys deserve more. This is before this topic went viral. Let me see what Lane said. He said right here.
The aspirations y'all have for little black boys is for them to be running the ball. Never a doctor, never a lawyer, never an engineer. Y'all be feeling like those careers are unattainable. Whole time they have a better chance at becoming a doctor, lawyer, engineer than they do as a major athlete. I can't tell you how many times I've heard somebody say, oh, your son gonna be big when he get older. He can be a running back. He can be a quarterback. He can do... Never, oh, son, you should try to be a doctor. You should try to be a lawyer. We have enough celebrities. We have enough athletes. We need more professionals who can actually give back to the community and help our people. Black athletes, black celebrities.
For long term as well, you know?
They not gonna get involved because of them contracts. They know if they get involved with us going through our oppression, with us in our economic situation, with anything going on with us politically, they know they can lose that contract. They know that they can lose their money. So therefore,
it's not like that anymore. It used to be like that. Not anymore though. I think Craig Hodges, his career was ruined because of that. But it's not like that anymore.
They're not gonna stand up for us. They're not gonna say nothing for us in the public eye because they're scared to lose all their money. These athletes get millions and millions and millions of dollars. If one athlete just went back and just helped their city, they could turn that city around and still have money left over, but they don't do that.
Yeah, she don't know what she talking about. Niggas do that all the time.
Get their money and they dip. They don't never put it back into the community. But that's not what I'm teaching my sons. I'm teaching my sons you can be greater than just a physical athlete. Goes back to Willie Lynch. Weak minds, strong bodies. So we not doing that. Strong minds, strong bodies, what we're raising over here.
She doesn't know what she's talking about. I get what she's getting at, but yeah, that's not how it always works. It's a lot of athletes that come back and give back to their communities, but you don't understand that they don't make that much money, especially football players. They don't make that much money. It's only like the special ones make a lot of money that they could be able to give back. Most people, they leverage their name and likeness to, you know, bring money in from as far as organizations. And sometimes the time that they spend with the kids is very important. But it's like, you got to understand how money works. It's you can't just give everything away and you ain't gonna have nothing. Money don't work like that. But I understand what she's trying to say.